Day 5 of the Calpocalypse. The lockdown in California. Let's go talk about that. So today's going to have a little bit of a political slant to it. So if you don't like hearing politics and you don't like hearing cussing, you might not want to stay tuned in here. Heading to lunch right now. I just got back from Delano, and everything went good up there. Got the truck service, got it washed. It was looking pretty shabby. I don't like a dirty looking vehicle. Good times. So Trump just came out and said it's time for America to get back to work. No more shelter in place. We need to put an end to that. And I do not disagree entirely. I do not disagree entirely. Actually, I've had this conversation with a few people. Not really willing to keep doing this for too much longer is kind of the tone I'm hearing, the words specifically across the board. You know, I don't really want to do this for much longer, and I think we should, but we can't let the economy implode. Just because you have pneumonia doesn't mean you let the lung collapse, and that's kind of where we're at with this, I guess. I don't know what the numbers are on the economy. How bad is it really? I like the idea of, if you can shelter in place, do it as much as you can, and let's slow the thing down. They're going to hit a point where this thing gets into the hospitals, and you're not going to be able to service any illnesses in the hospitals, let alone this. But also, we've got that malaria drug, so that's a good thing. The numbers are still going up on the infected, but if the malaria drug can cure it, then I think 40 people in that original study is a little bit light to discount statistical anomaly, stuff like that, but 100%, I mean, that's kind of hard to. Plus, I think it was like 4 or 5 days that the thing worked, completely reduced the viral load in the patient to 0. So we've been administering it, especially like in the New England area, for a while now. I think they've probably got a pretty good idea. And if that's going to be the thing, then there's no reason. I see all the oil field workers out here cutting weeds in the stand down yards. That's kind of scary. Then yeah, that's if that thing's good, then that's a good reason to let's go back to work. If it's not, I'm willing to give it a little bit longer. Junk in the road. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Traffic was very light again this morning. It's very light right now. It's actually really nice to not have all these people on the road. It's really nice to not have all these people on the road. Other things in the news today, the Democrats killed a stimulus package to help us all out. And I'm against the stimulus thing in the first place. I don't think it's a good idea. But, like back in 2008, they gave stimulus to the bankers and all that stuff. And, they bailed out the bank whose loan was defaulted. They bailed out the insurance company who had to cover the defaulted loan. They bailed out they kept the houses, and they doing all this with our money, our grandchildren's money, really. And then the banks got to keep the houses and then turn around and sell them back to us again, Plus they got the thing paid off. It's ridiculous. And everybody said at the time, well, if you're going to have a stimulus, then give it to the people. Give them back their tax money so that we can keep the economy rolling and do it from the grassroots. Everybody, a lot of us were saying that, and I don't disagree with that. I don't think we should do it, but if we're going to do it, let's do it the right way, you know. And this time they come out and they said, well, they're going to give every adult $1,200. That's $2,400 for a married couple, and they're going to give you $500 for each kid. Outstanding. That's the way that 2008 should have been done. Maybe a little bit larger scale. $700 billion. How'd they come up with that number? She says, oh, we just made up a number this so that we wanted something that would sound really big. That's what she said. The woman that came up with the 700 billion, it ended up being like 1.3 or 1.8 trillion, whatever it was. They did it a couple more times, and then quantitative easing, which basically is them just printing more money. The value of the money in the market goes down, which means if you've got money in savings, they took a little piece of each of your dollar, is what they did, because now your dollar doesn't buy what it used to. Oh, but we bailed it all out. At least this time they're going to do it right. But Democrats wanted to attach a bunch of junk to it. Republicans said no, and the Democrats killed the bill. They voted against it. So I've got a message for all of you people in San Francisco who are voting for Nancy Pelosi, who are voting for these people. That's on you. You've been on lockdown longer than the rest of California in San Francisco, and you need the help more than any of us. And your people did that. Your people. That's your dog. You need to put her on a leash, put her back in the house, take her to the pound, have her put down. What the heck ever you need to do, that's your dog. Take care of it, people. You people in San Francisco, you need to take care of that. That's your fault directly. So I'm not complaining because we don't really need it. We're both considered essential, so we're not on a stand down from work. Mama's had a lot of overtime, but she lost a couple hours this week. I don't know how that's going to go. Anyway, other thing is on the stand down, I don't mind the whole let's go back to work, because a lot of the older guys that I know are out running around on motorcycles and stuff anyways, and if you're not going to take it seriously and do it, you're the ones we're trying to protect, you know. I'm all for shutting it down a little bit and doing less and staying in and trying to help lessen the spread to protect you guys. But I mean, I'll get it. I'm gonna get it. We're all gonna get it. But it's not gonna kill me. I'm too young. I'm healthy. It's not a problem for me. It's a problem for you guys, though. So if you're out running around just, oh, I'm just gonna go play, well then, too cool. Let's all just go play, because you're gonna catch it anyway. That's cool. But I do like the idea of flattening the curve there. So anyway, I recorded all this once before, but then I heard that was a thing. There's gun stores are posting that they are completely out of ammunitions, and there are still lines outside of the gun stores. Oh man. Anyway, come home for lunch today. I want to spend money. I looked at my credit card statement. All this getting extra for just in case, and just in case is here. I didn't want to spend any more money if I don't have to. So alright guys, yeah. Oh, there's a message from Paul. I'll come check you out and see what you're talking about, Paul. Yeah, Boris Johnson just shut down England. I forgot about that. That's a thing. So yeah, interesting times. Got this baby serviced. She's good to go for another little while. Oh, what's 222,374 miles? That's the next due date. Pushing 250,000 miles on this truck, and I'll tell you what, if they replace it, I am tempted to buy it. It's a really good truck. But yeah, that's how things are going in California. It looks like I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to go back to work. Anything, I haven't heard from the state yet. It'd be interesting to see what happens. Like I say, traffic was really light this morning. It's been light all day. I drove up to Delano this morning. Traffic was really light in Delano. I like that. It'd be nice if the restaurants open back up. You know, get those people back to work, especially if the Democrats are going to kill, you know, bills that are meant to help those folks. They need it, you know. For us, I don't know what I'd do with mine. Should buy another AR-15. I want that one. There's one that says, it's got a picture of a horse with a dog's head on it, and it says M14, Uncle Joe's Lion Dog-Faced Pony Soldier. They're doing a limited run of those from Palmetto State Armory. That's hilarious. I want one. Oh, jeez. I already got a side-by-side Uncle Joe. Sniff that. So, all right, guys. I'm going to go grab some lunch. Start the timer on this at 11:30. I'm going to go get some lunch. Edit this while I'm eating. That's good, I guess. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm really torn. But if the chloroquine helps, then why not? Let's get back to work. Let's keep doing it, folks. That's how we do. You guys have a good one. Take care wherever you're at. Stay safe. And we'll catch you tomorrow. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.